Hey, you. Yeah, you. With the shirt and the hair and clothes. Yeah. Um, I have something important to tell you, and you should listen. Why? Well, because I'm on YouTube. And obviously everybody on YouTube has something important to say, or else we wouldn't be on here. What? No. Yeah, that is those are pita chips and hummus in the background, and no, you can't have any. Only really cool people with blue in their hair get to eat those, at least in this area. You have blue in your hair? Well, hmm, I guess I'll just have to kill you. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'll just have to maul you a little. Anyway, let's get back on topic. Today, we're going to talk about being yourself. Now, I know some of you out there are gonna be like, well, yeah, that being yourself stuff is nice, to idealize about. But there's some people out there who being themselves is gonna mean that they're gonna be assholes. And yeah, that's true, and that's unfortunate. But I stand by my belief, which is that it's better for the most part, like 99% of the time, to go with the truth as opposed to, well, the false shit. Yeah, that was eloquent. Good job, Katie. That was great. Um, anyway, point is there's so many people out there, hipsters, who want to be unique. They circle around this word unique. What is unique? Well, I don't think there's much of it anymore, partly because there have been so many things that have been done already that, let's face it, it's kind of hard to be unique. So let's just go with something a little simpler than, say, the idea that the word unique means you have to be totally groundbreaking and trend-setting and revolutionary. I think being unique in today's age is doing what you want, saying what you want, listening to the music that you want to listen to, doing it all just because you like to do it, not because someone tells you it's cool or it's, acceptable socially. I mean, who gives a shit what your friends say, what your parents say, what everybody in the media says? If your friends say that Lady Gaga is great, but you don't like Lady Gaga, don't pretend that you like her just for the sake of fitting in with your friends. I mean, just be honest and say you don't like her, and don't try to make yourself like her. I'm nothing against Lady Gaga. I personally am not a huge fan of the sound of her music, but I do respect that she at least tries to do something different, which is kind of cool. She seems a little crazy to me, but anyway, we're getting off topic. So, more on being yourself. Let's talk about something else that I think is an interesting topic, and that is the idea of two people with very different religions, or say one person is religious and one person is not religious, and they're in a romantic relationship. Or they're just friends, but let's focus mainly on the romantic relationship thing. Many people I know who are Christians or atheists don't like to date outside of their belief system. And that's understandable. It really is. But I also think that if you say you have an atheist and a Christian, and despite the fact that they do have different opinions. Let's say that for some reason, most of their ideas and their viewpoints on life seem to mesh together really well, which would probably mean that the Christian would be a more liberal Christian. If you're in a situation like that, and you start to doubt whether that relationship is a relationship you should be in, here's something I think you should ask yourself. Are you doubting it because you truly are not happy with this person, and because this person, the way they act and the things they believe really deeply bother you and disturb you that much that you don't feel like you can stand to be around it? Or are you doubting it because you're worried about your reputation? I think that's something that people in a situation like that need to ask themselves. And it's the same thing with friendships, but it's probably going to be more of an issue if you're in a romantic relationship with someone who is of a different belief system than you are. I think in general, people with similar or the same belief systems are going to have an easier time being friends or dating. But every once in a while, you are going to find someone who doesn't believe exactly what you do when it comes to religion or politics. And I think that if you find someone who makes you happy, genuinely happy, regardless of all the other petty bullshit, you should keep that person around. Don't screw something like that up just because of, I don't know, a slight difference in priorities. And that's what it comes down to, is priorities. You have to figure out what your priorities are, and that's up to you. Everybody's different. I actually have a couple friends who are dating, and the guy is a hardcore atheist, and the girl is a Christian, but a little bit more of a liberal Christian. And I also know a girl whose mother is a Democrat and her father is a Republican, and they've been married for a long time, and it's been a successful marriage. So everybody's different. And you need to realize that. You need to realize that you might think that someone is so incredibly similar to you in every way, but I don't care how similar you think you are never going to find an exact clone of yourself. So don't look for that in friendship. Be open to people of different races, different religion, different politics, different everything, because quite frankly, it makes things more interesting. And a good friend is a good friend, and that's really hard to find. So if you can find someone who maybe they don't agree with you on everything, but they respect you and they treat you like a human being and they genuinely care about you, then keep that person around. Don't be stupid. Good people are hard to find. So that's what I have to say about that. And the hummus and pita chips are still mine. Sorry.